Great news! Figma has recently rolled out a new AI-powered design tool which makes it incredibly easy to create designs with utmost precision and speed. What's great about this feature is that the layouts generated by Figma AI are built using auto layout, which makes it perfect for the users who might not be too familiar with the auto layout feature but want to deep dive into the advanced level of designs. Now, some of you might ask that how is it useful for us? We are just mere WordPress users. Well, in today's video, my friend Dhaval is going to show you how to leverage the power of this Figma AI tool and bring its design to reality in Elementor using UiChemy. In this video, we will create a layout using Figma's AI, which not only speeds up the process, but also makes sure that the layout is responsive and flexible enough. After that, we will optimize the layout and tag some elements inside of it using the Widget Tag feature. Next, we will utilize the global sync feature to set colors and typography into Elementor globals. And then we will export everything to Elementor using the UiChemy's live import method. And finally, once it is inside of Elementor, we will be making a few tweaks in it to make sure everything looks perfect on mobile or tablet kind of devices. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the tutorial.
So, here we got the Figma AI update. We need to click the first draft. Here, I have selected the library. There are 4 options: Basic Apps, App Wireframe, Basic Site, and Site Wireframe. We are going to choose the Basic Site. I have already created a rough prompt, so let's quickly generate the design. The layout is generated. Now, the images are being generated. They are also providing some color combinations here. Let's go with the dark one. The great thing is that the entire design is in auto layout. Let's rename the design first. Here we have the hero section, about us section, carousel section, counter section, icon box section, client logo, and some stylist lists and social icons. Let's quickly optimize the design using the UiChemy plugin. Here, I have selected the design and clicked on Optimize and Convert. We will use the Optimizing companion. Let's start with the first step, which is Lock Multi-Layer Media. The list suggests locking some frames. Let's check. The first one is Carousel Dots. We can lock it or we can ignore it. If we lock them, they will turn into a single image. If we don't lock them, they will be turned into SVGs. Let's ignore it. The arrow, so let's lock the arrow. Next, we have vector SVGs. We can lock them or ignore them since we will tag these icons in the icon box. So, we can simply ignore them. We have 6 icons to ignore. Let's select them and ignore them. Next, logo mark frame. We can simply lock the logo mark frame. The last one is social icons, but we will tag them in the social icons section later. For now, I'm ignoring them. For the logos, I will create them as a single vector. Let's ignore them all for now. Let's mark this as done. Next step is enable clip content on overflowing frames. Let's check them. Here the divider is going out of the design. I guess this divider is not useful as its opacity is 0. So let's remove it from the design. Next, divider. Here it is. Let's remove it. Let's find the other dividers. Here it is. Let's remove it. Let's rescan. The text is going outside the frame, as you can see. You can click the Fix button to apply the clip content, but this logo and text won't be displayed properly, so we will fix it manually. Let's undo it for now. These are all the logos here, and now the last one. Let's move this content frame. For this, let's click on Ignore. Here, we have to apply auto layout, but these are images, so we can either lock them or convert them into PNG. Copy as PNG, paste to replace, done. Next one, copy as PNG, paste to replace. Let's rescan. The next phase is mainframe optimization. In the Remove Properties on Mainframe step, we have some properties on the mainframe, like left and right padding, which will be ignored during export. So let's remove that. We have removed the padding from the mainframe. Now let's add the padding to the child containers. 48 padding. Now let's set the alignment to center. Okay, we're done with optimization. Let's tag some widgets. Here, we need to add one frame because the texts are set to fill the width. Now we will set the frame width to 900 pixels. Next, we will start tagging the carousel. We need to add more images here. Let's copy this image and increase the height a bit. Since we're making this a carousel, I'm just adding some extra slides here, but you can tag it using one slide and add other slides from Elementor as well. I will add these images inside of this frame. But before doing that, I'm setting the alignment to a horizontal layout, and now I'm pasting the images. Let's set the images first. Okay, let me show you. I need to disable the clip content. Now you can see the images. For tagging, I'll tag this frame as Image Carousel Widget. Let's go to Widget Tag, Image Carousel. Auto-selected slides, Image 5, Image 4, and Image 1. Slides 1, Navigation, Arrows and Docks. Color, black. Save. Here we have an icon box, so let's tag them. Since we don't have a description, we'll remove that and select the tag as H3. Save. We'll do the same for the others. Okay, we have successfully tagged the icon boxes. Now, we'll convert this text to a vector by clicking on Flatten. Here, we have an icon vector with a stroke, but we need to convert the stroke vector to a filled vector. For that, we need to click on Outline Stroke. Now we'll remove the logo mark frame, apply some more spacing, and flatten it. Now it's a single SVG. I'll do the same with the logos. The logo is messed up. Let me show you how to fix it. Let's undo. Now I'll increase the scale of this vector, then apply the outline stroke. After that, I'll reduce the scale. First, I'll duplicate this. Let me increase the scale to 1000x. I'll increase the scale to 10 times more. Now, I'll apply the outline stroke. Done. Let's decrease the scale. Let's set the height to 24 pixels, but we'll change it to 26 pixels. Done. Let's compare it. Okay, we don't need this logo anymore. We'll remove it. And I'll convert these two vectors into a single vector. Done. First, we need to remove some extra frames here. I'm removing the frames. Let's increase some spacing. Then move on to the next section. We don't need these extra divs, so we'll remove them. Next, they have placed a spacer here which we don't need. Let's first check the width of the text. I'm applying auto layout here and setting the width to a fixed size. I'm removing the spacer and aligning the section to the right. Next, the button. Let's tag the button. Done. Here, we have some lists. To tag them as an icon list, we need to add one frame over here, then a parent frame like this. In case we have an icon, we need this parent frame to manage the alignment. Now we can tag this as an icon list. Save. We'll do the same for the icon list to save. Icon list 3. Save. Here are the social icons. Let's apply auto layout here. Auto layout and auto layout again. Now we need to set the background color to transparent. And tag this widget as a social icon. Let's check for taggable layouts. Okay, here we will tag the counters. Done. Here we need to apply the background color. Let me quickly check the alignment. We need to set the alignment to the center. We need to set the width to a fixed width. For the text, let's set the width to hug content, and we need to apply space between elements. Okay, for the last section, let's check the footer. This section is set to absolute positioning, so let me fix that. Done. Okay, we've optimized our design. Before exporting, I'll set global colors to the element. For that, we'll check the global styles. Here we've selected the site. As you can see, these are the global colors from the selected site. Let me show you. We need to go to the page. To check the global colors, you need to go to Site Settings, then Global Colors. As you can see, primary, secondary, tags, and accent colors are listed here. Basically, you just need to select the colors used in your design and click the Sync button. All your assigned colors will be set on the Elementor site. So first, we will set the global colors. To do that, click on the primary color. If you have already created variables or styles, you'll find them here. But we haven't created any variables or styles, so we'll check the document section. Here, we have 12 colors. By hovering over the color, you'll see how many times it's used. This color is used 42 times, and this one 14 times. The most used color will appear at the top of the list, and the least used will appear at the bottom. Let's select this color as the primary. Now, I'll select all the global colors. You can also create a new global color by clicking here. Okay, I've set all the colors. You can even rename the global colors like this. Now the sync button is available. Let's sync these global colors and verify them on the site. Sync complete. Let's refresh the site. Go to global colors. As you can see, our Figma colors are now set as the global colors. You can modify these colors from here as well. Let's update the page. Now let's set the global typography. You'll find it here. Let's check the global typography in Figma. If you've created styles, they will appear here. But since we haven't, we'll go to the document section. Here, you can see the font weight, size, family, text transform, line height, letter spacing, and underline if it's applied. You can also see how many times each element is used. Now, let's select the typography. Let me set up all the typography. Okay, we've selected all the typography. To set them as the global typography for Elementor, we just need to click the sync button. Done. Let's go back to the Elementor site, refresh the page, and check the global fonts. As you can see, our typographies are here. Let's click the update button. Now, back to Figma. We've already seen the global colors and typography. When we export this design to Elementor, the color and typography will be set globally. Let me show you. We need to export our design. We'll use the live import feature. We've selected the site to export to, chosen the import settings, and selected New, Export to Page. Click Next, then Import. Done. Our design is now imported to the site. Let's check the design. Here's the carousel, counters, icon box, icon list, and social icon. Let me show you from the back end. Let's check the global colors. As you can see, the global color is set. Let's check the typography. Here it is. Let's adjust the alignment. You can also modify the images from here. These are the counters, and you can modify the ending numbers as well. For the icon box, if you plan to add a description, you can update it here. For our client section, we can modify the gap. If your design doesn't include an icon and you tag it as an icon list widget, Elementor will apply a default icon. You can remove it here. Let's check the social icons. You can add more items if needed. The export result is quite impressive. Now, let's check the responsiveness. Before that, we need to set the typography for tablet and mobile. We'll go to Site Settings, Global Fonts. Set the tablet responsive font size and mobile responsive size. Let's do it. I've set 15 pixels as the primary for desktop, 14 pixels for tablet portrait, and 13.5 pixels for mobile. For secondary, we have 48 pixels, so let's set 36 pixels for tablet and 40 pixels for mobile. This way, we'll set the font size for tablet and mobile responsiveness. If you export your design using the recommended settings in the Responsive Manager feature in UiChemy plugin, the tab and mobile responsive values will be set automatically. However, If you want to modify them, you can do so from here. For this video, I used the custom option to demonstrate how you can manually set the typography for responsiveness. Okay, so I have set all these font sizes for tablet and mobile responsive. Okay, so here is the tab response view. In the tab and mobile response, we just need to adjust some width, alignment, and height for the image. Let me do it quickly. So as we can see, this is a global typo. I haven't updated the line height, but you can do it from here. You can set the arrow color and dot color. Let's update the left and right padding. Okay, so we have set the width adjustment for tablet responsive. Let's check the mobile responsiveness. Again, you can modify the line height. You can set some more gapping. Let's make it full. Let's add some gaps. Okay, so it was so simple. Let me show you how to modify this. I'm not sure how much it was. 120 pixels. Okay, let's set the line height to 42 pixels. Okay, so this way you can make some adjustments to the tab and mobile responsiveness. So it was too easy to manage from the Elementor side and UiChemy side as well. So thanks for joining me on the journey from Figma AI to Elementor via UiChemy. As we have seen, it just takes a few minutes to set up responsive design, making the process quick and easy. With Figma AI, you can generate any design effortlessly, and since the layouts are built using auto layout, it ensures flexibility. You can quickly take your layouts and set the globals in Elementor, making the export process seamless.
So that was it. Thanks for joining us in this insightful journey from Figma AI to Elementor via UiChemy. I hope you found this video helpful and have learned something new today. If you're still curious and want to know more about this UiChemy tool, be sure to check out our other tutorial videos for additional tips and tricks that will definitely boost your design workflow. In case you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing videos like this. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep learning and exploring.